I look like a seal when I do that. Arr.
That's the opening clip.
There it is.
And we're back.
Wow.
You like that?
No.
No one will ever like that.
Not one single person will be like, they're actually going to dislike the video.
Because my daughter's, picked up, we posted on it, picked up on how I kind of start this podcast with the and we're back. And so I just thought I'd give a variation for her to enjoy.
Yeah, it's better than what's up, guys? Like I do in every video.
What's up, guys? I'm Paul, and I'm going to tell you something crazy about the way the market's going.
I actually don't do market stats, so I know you don't watch any of my material.
No, why
that's
would
fine.
I?
No, it's fine.
Unless you're doing fun challenges, I'm out.
I did some fun challenges back in the day.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Paul.
And this is
the Dad Collective Podcast.
I have not, full discretion, I have not showered in 3 days.
3 days?
It's been 3 days, man.
Dude, that's insane. It's
been so crazy. Jamie's been out for a day or so, and I haven't had a moment.
There literally takes 3 minutes to shower.
Not for me. I'm a 16 to 18 minute shower guy.
Well, then revise it so you can at least shower once.
I do the things I need to do before I go to bed. I'll wash my face. I'll brush my teeth. I do that in the morning. But I don't know. I haven't done much. My body's not gross. I'm not out. I was working from home. I'm not going anywhere.
I cannot function. I need to get up and dressed.
I need to up and get. Are you a morning shower or an evening shower?
Probably twice a day.
It's not good for you. People will say too many showers is not good for you.
What's it going to do? What's it going to do?
It's not good for your microbiome.
It always comes from people who don't shower.
And it's not good for your hair. You don't wash your. Do you wash your hair twice
a day? And I use hair product, and I shampoo.
Forget the hair product. You're not supposed to shampoo your hair. They say not even once a day. I
want you to think of our group of friends and who has the thickest and most luscious hair.
There's nothing to do. It's nothing to do with that.
What do you? It's
just not good for your health.
I have been shampooing my hair.
You have colds. You're constantly sick.
I am never sick.
All because you overshower.
Oh, see, you're so wrong. Listen, sick. We're not doctors, but never listen to medical advice from this guy.
That's not medical advice.
Because he doesn't shower.
Let me just ask the question. Let me just ask the audience. Audience, is it known that A, you can overshower, and B, overwash your hair, especially if you're washing it twice a day? Too much.
I'm going to get my hairstylist Francesco to comment
about
how Francesco Fontana
that's a
Studios
porn name
on Wellington. He's going to comment because he watches the podcast.
Is he paying?
No, I pay him.
No, but you just gave him the plug.
Oh fuck,
15,000.
15K, Fran.
Just get 15 free haircuts.
15K, 50.
How much are your haircuts?
About with tip around $130.
That's a lot of money.
And I go.
Not that he's not good.
I go every 4 weeks.
Yeah, I go once a month, but. That's a lot of money.
No, it's not.
And you live in the South. It's expensive. My haircut.
I live in the South.
You live in the South. Mine's with tip $60, which I still think is a lot of money.
And you never show it because you always wear a hat, which is also worse for your hair. So go fuck yourself.
I used to wear a hat every day, and now look at me. I got hair.
You're a guy who doesn't fucking shower. That's where we're at.
How's your fucking week going, bro?
It's been so stressful.
It's been like work or baby?
Work. No, baby's great.
That part's smooth.
He's awesome.
I just hate work and life.
It's been this. I don't want to turn this into a real estate podcast, but the market is fucked and it's going to get even more fucked.
In what ways? I only know interest rates are going to get better though.
Well, interest rates are getting better, yeah.
But they're still what? They're still 5.
Well, yeah. No, it's 6%. So the variable rate's around 6, but you can get a fixed rate below 5.
January 2025 when my renews. Where will my rate be?
Hold on, let me pull up my crystal fucking ball.
No, but where do you see it going? In a year from now, what are they saying?
I would say they're in the 3s.
Okay, I can maybe handle that.
If you can't, I'll sell it for you.
You know what my interest rate is right now?
What is it?
1.89.
So same. So I have one. So I have 2 because we sold my loft, but we kept the rate, and then we got a variable. So half of it is 1.8.
Yeah.
The other half is variable, and so I have watched my mortgage go.
It's like a fucking roller coaster.
No, it's only gone up. So my mortgage has gone up.
Oh, yeah.
I think almost $2,000 since we bought this house.
That's crazy. Because people who are so you're the master of your own domain in the sense that if you need to make more, you can find a way to make more. But people who have a salary,
people are screwed.
You're screwed.
The amount of calls that I've gotten in the last year of I can't afford my house.
They call their old real estate agent about that.
Well, yeah, because they want to talk about what they should do.
Oh, they don't call a banker or something.
Well, I tell them to call the mortgage broker. But no, it's a tough situation because if you can figure out there's a lot of people paying interest only, which is like not good. They're not paying down the principal. Bank's just getting all the money.
I just increased my payment. So, because it like $250 changed my mortgage like term from like 30 to like 26 years. Yeah. Like a little bit makes a big difference.
Huge. But we're not talking about real estate. It's boring. But anyways, like it's not insane. Real estate.
That's our lives we're talking about.
Yeah. The market's nuts. Like houses that have been sitting are just like going into multiple offers again. But
the baby's good.
He's so funny.
He's so big. And we say this before, but his head is huge. He's got like a bowling ball head. It's like that. It's literally the sign.
Vinny Chase, big head, big celebrity. You remember that episode of Entourage?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Vinny Chase got a big head. Ben Affleck got a big head.
Yeah.
Matt Damon got a big head. Daniel Carson, dirty head.
I have a big head.
But you also got a big dirty head.
It will be clean tomorrow.
You're not even showering tonight.
I'm not going to get home till late.
Your kids are going to be sleeping.
I'm going to be tired.
Dude,
I want to go to sleep.
I feel so bad for you, Jamie, and your bedding and all of that.
Yeah, and I'm also like around like 4:30 today I had sex.
That's good.
So like I'm even like grosser.
You didn't even shower after you had sex with your wife without showering first.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've been married 10 years.
That's still not hygienic.
Yes, it is.
Oh man, I just threw up in my mouth.
So you can't picture it. Me?
This is like actually a great tie-in for this episode. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, she's obsessed with the bod.
God, how was your week other than being a disgusting, vile person?
I've got a lot of things done because I didn't have my time occupied by things like cleaning myself.
Okay.
It was a stressful week, man. Although today I was in really good spirits. I was just in a great mood for some reason.
Because you knew that we were filming the podcast.
That was part of it for sure. And, I'm going away next week.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Florida.
Where?
Aventura.
I could have said California. Aventura, Florida. Isn't that a mall?
There's an Aventura Mall.
Where's Aventura, Florida?
It's like just like basically like North Miami. It's like off of Collins.
It's North Miami, bro. I'm going to North Miami. Yeah. It's like North Beach. You heard of it?
It's like Hallandale. You know Hallandale?
No. Like
Drake's on got a condo up on Biscayne. Still getting shit changed.
Yeah, now we get copyright.
It's off of Biscayne.
Oh, it's off of Biscayne Avenue. That's nice. So you're partying with Drake.
Right next to Aventura Mall. We got a great international house. Not international house. What the fuck's it called?
IHOP?
Not IHOP. There's the Pancake House there, which is amazing.
We're getting an IHOP. IHOP's actually coming to Canada.
I saw that.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's and IHOP.
I heard Jersey Mike's is really good.
Jersey Mike's is awesome.
Have you had it?
Multiple times, yeah.
I've never had it.
It's fantastic. There's one in Guelph, Waterloo. One of those places.
What was the Windsor where you fucking destroyed the last couple podcasts ago?
Oh yeah, I'll just destroy town by town,
city by city.
Y'all are fucked.
So I'm excited to go away. So yeah, I started kicking in.
You're driving.
We're driving with all 3 kids because we're not leaving any behind.
This isn't home.
And honestly, I mean, I know you're not a huge fan of driving, but I love driving.
I love driving alone. I have a lot of fun.
No, I don't think you really love driving alone.
Yeah,
I think you just do it because you have to.
I drive a fun car. I was actually thinking today, talking about how much I've been in my car.
Yeah.
I'm like living in my car recently.
Well, this will be a good time. But I like driving and I like driving. I've driven to Florida once and it's a fun drive. You go through these fun states.
Does Jamie drive?
Nope. Well, she didn't last time. If she may want to. She's a good driver. Yeah, she's a good driver. I'd let her.
It's International Women's Day, so I hope you would let her.
I would allow it.
You would allow her to drive?
I would let it happen.
Yeah, is she allowed to vote?
We're not there yet.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Step by step.
Listen, baby steps.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to drive, but the week was good, so I was in a good mood.
Why were you stressed? What's ailing you?
It all comes down to like, and again, maybe we'll have an episode on this. I don't know if we've ever spoke about it in like length, but just like the adulting of being an adult and like the finances around that. Like regardless of I make a good living, Jamie makes a good living, like things are good, but there's so many expenses that are ongoing, like
never stops.
Nonstop memberships that are directly related to my kids and kids in general, from daycare, because even though the government subsidizes it a bit now,
they do.
Yeah, it's subsidized. Most places are signed up for that, so they'll give you like $10 a day, which doesn't sound like much, but it actually is quite a bit in the month. So like I used to pay like for this amount for Atlas's age, like for Sunny, it was like $1,300 a month, and now it's like with the subsidy, it's like $850 a month. But it's still a lot of $850 is a car payment. Like it's it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
maybe not your car, big Sean. Oh, pay flashlight for my car.
What?
I don't know, man. You're Southern in my mind when you like throw this like I got nice cars. Look at my shoes, which
My
are
shoes
dirty, by the way.
I don't know what happened over here.
You're telling me I'm dirty. Looks like you stepped in Asher's diarrhea.
He threw up on me before you came.
Before I got here?
Oh, but like the last time we filmed, he like took a shit on you.
Last time we filmed, he spit up on me twice and shit in his diaper all the way through that my pants were like fully stained.
Yeah.
And you know that I'm like a dad. I'm a dad.
It didn't even phase you.
It didn't phase me. It's like, that's fucking part of life.
It's like, I'll just go change my pants.
Yeah, just change my clothes and I watch.
It's like a dad hack. Always have extra clothes.
Yeah, it's a podcast
And
hack.
shower,
It happens to work
please.
for dads.
Please shower, people out there. Not showering for 3 days.
But don't overshadow. Don't overshower or overshadow anyone.
What if you take like 3? Because if you're showering for 16 minutes, what if you take 2 8-minute showers?
I don't think I get it all done.
Get what all done?
I got a lot of surface area on
what
this dad bod.
What are you loofahing it up? Like,
I don't loofah. Ugh, I don't like loofahs.
So what do you do?
I feel like they're bacteria traps.
They are.
What do? I have body wash.
Yeah.
And I lather. What's the order of how you clean yourself? I'll tell you mine. Tell me if you're, because everybody has an order. Everyone, when you're showering, you have an order of what you do.
Shampoo and then body wash.
Okay, so let me tell you mine. No, but there's way more details to that. I have like 4 or 5 steps. Okay, for all the dads out there.
Now we're a beauty podcast.
No, it's not. It's just like a dad. How I clean this bod of mine.
Okay.
Okay. So I go in. I warm up. So I shake my body under the things. Get my shoulders covered. I want to shake up. I want to get my body acclimatized to the nice warm weather.
Do you have a rainfall?
Yeah,
okay.
It's not directly above. It's a rainfall that comes out the side of the wall. So it's like not true rainfall, but it's a rainfall head.
Ish.
So I get all warmed up. Get all warmed up. And then first thing I do is I do my hair because I have like a kind of like a leave-in shampoo. You're not leave-in, but you want to keep in your hair for like a couple minutes. It's not just like wash out right away.
Okay.
It's like a deep like scalp cleansing kind of whatever.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. It helps with like dry skin, dry hair.
Okay.
So do that. So while that's sitting in my hair, then I go to the body wash. I body wash and clean my whole body with my hands, lather with my own hands, feet, everything. I clean. Some people don't clean their feet in the shower. I wipe my feet.
Okay.
Because people just think like the residual soap water will do it. Trust me, to like sit on your edge of your sheet. This is getting exciting. Then after I do that, I clean my hair out because that's enough time. Rinse out the soap. Then I go to the face. Okay, so I wash my face with a different type of cleanser.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, I clean like my butt because I don't want to clean anything before. I don't want to touch my ass because I go inside. Like you go inside your ass when you clean. Sure. Yes or no?
Yeah, sure.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I wash that at the end. And then this is the final thing. So sorry, one step back. Before I wash my butt, and this is so like it's so
you
crazy.
still have shampoo in your hair?
No, you missed it. After the body wash, I rinse the shampoo
I tuned
off.
out just like everyone else watching.
No, rinse it off.
Okay.
Then I give a pump, rinse my things, keep this hand away from my butt, wash my butt, and then come back and do it together. And so now everything's clean and nothing's been touched in an inappropriate way.
Are you OCD?
I am a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm not like
I'm diagnosing this.
I'm not diagnosed, but like I definitely do things in a very particular order in many things in my life.
You always have.
When I make my kids lunch, when I do breakfast, whenever I do anything, when I bring their lunches from the front of the house to the back of the house to get them ready, it's always in order of where the ice pack always. And I guess that is a little OCD.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know if it's OCD or just like type A personality.
No, it's insane. It's something special.
But yeah, so we had
so if you're still listening, that's good. Yeah, stop trying to brag about that.
No big deal. It's, the first of the month.
Yes, it's the 7th.
But yeah, we appreciate each other's bodies at all points. Of the day.
I wonder if she knows that you haven't showered.
She does because she's around.
But I think as a basic human being, she would assume.
I only shower at one point, and it's when she's around. Like again.
When she's watching you, she just sits there and watches.
She needs to watch me because I'm afraid.
You have a
shadow monster.
You have a checklist of.
Aren't you afraid to like cover your eyes and rinse your face and not know what else is in the shower? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you guys are still
why
here,
you talk as if that was bad. I guarantee you that the clip thing that you make pulls that as a clip because it's such gold.
Sure.
They pull it as gold.
The AI is gonna hate that.
I don't know, man. Why don't you tell me exciting? Well, tell me where the mortgage rates are going again.
You're the one who freaking asked me. I said I don't want to talk about that bullshit.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm feeling good.
I love how you're like thinking of a segue to make.
I segue, but you're not jumping in. So like we appreciate each other's bodies.
Oh, look at that. So today we're talking about
the dad bod.
The dad bod phenomenon, where it went from 6-pack washboard abs to flabs and
it never went. Like dads in the past had worse bodies than dads do now, I think.
Really?
Yeah, you had always like that big chested, like you think of like a 19 like, 80s dad. Like our
1980s
dads,
dad?
like just like beer kind of belly kind of bodies, I think.
I don't know. When I think of that, I think of like.
I think more
Sylvester
dads are like
Stallone.
you are, like, you know, are more like health, bodily conscious of.
I love
these
how
days.
you think I'm health conscious when I eat like
But
a
you talk about going to the
14-year-old
gym
boy.
every day. Like
I
that was
do.
never a thing for like our dads would never have even
my dad
understood
went
that.
to the gym.
Daily?
No, I
Only because he wanted to get out of the house, but
maybe no, but I remember him like I think working out when I was a kid.
Oh really? My dad never worked out.
No,
I mean he had a heart attack at 40, so that could be
maybe again.
related.
Don't take medical or hygiene advice from the
men
Carsons.
in general take or attempt to take a more of an interest in like keeping their bodies and their things in shape.
So I have I love how I'm like plucking out my eyes. I'm talking because the camera's gonna go right on me on that one. I've got a couple of gym memberships, and I've noticed that there's a lot more older people working out.
Why do you have a couple of gym memberships?
Because I'm bad at canceling things, but like it's convenient. So I've got a Good Life membership because I used to go to Good Life, 15 grand, please. There was one right by my place, so I'd walk there. And then when we moved here, Jess and I both got Equinox memberships.
Yeah.
Gym in Yorkville. Well, no, that's not true. We had Equinox before that because we were in the. So I had Good Life and Equinox. Anyways,
timeline of that.
That's a high. It's
so
a,
you have two
it's a
memberships, and you notice that what
and
men
then,
are what?
And then when we moved here, I got another one. LA Fitness is around the corner.
So you have
it's a
three.
lot of old, I have 3 gym memberships. Yeah,
You're fucking mental.
it's just it's convenience. Wherever I am, I'm just at the gym. I can be at the gym wherever I go, and I go to all 3.
Gym is where the heart is.
I go to all 3.
Which one do you go to the most?
Probably LA Fitness because it's around the corner.
Got it. Okay,
6
so
minutes
what do
away.
you see at the gym?
A lot of older people working out.
Exactly.
A lot of
like older people like dads, like
no, like
us, or like
60, 70-year-olds working out.
Good for them. I hope I can do that one day. I hate the gym.
How's yoga going?
It's good. I didn't get to go this week
I
at
would
all.
hope that, because you would have showered.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get to go this week. My nights, every night this week was completely occupied with family, kid, babysitting kind of stuff.
You were babysitting?
I call it babysitting when Jamie's out, and it's all on me.
Does she pay you? Does she offer to drive you home, get a little frisky?
Hey, that's sweet can.
Yeah, I know it's from freaking Simpsons, but I don't like the Simpsons. But I think taking care of your body is important.
But
I think going so extreme with it can also be detrimental to kids.
100%.
For making them feel and like now, like we grew up in a time where it didn't really matter. Like we didn't care about that kind of stuff.
Maybe
like
we didn't, but I guarantee you people did.
Sure, maybe more females did.
Yeah.
And me speaking because I only have one child because that's the way to
but
go.
I think
and
boys
it's a boy.
did too, but again,
for me,
knock on wood, we were always like kind of like skinny kids and stuff, but I guarantee you that some of the kids that we've known that were overweight probably had a lot of like internal things and didn't know how to express it.
It's not only that, it's like, the acne. Like when I was, I remember being in grade 6 and like buying Clinique face products and like using scrubs and moisturizers and stuff. And I've always been into
and it's worse now.
That. It is, I guess so.
No, I'm telling you why it's worse now in regards to the skin clean. So there was an article I read just today that there's essentially like a pandemic, like not COVID kind of pandemic, but like there's a big problem across the board with kids using facial products before their skin and stuff is ready, which is like retinol and things like that to like, which fuck your skin up as a kid, prepubescent kids. And like kids, like even Joey asks all the time to go to Sephora. Like we don't buy her any facial products.
There was a big thing that happened on TikTok with a mom and her daughter at Sephora.
Yeah, I mean it's all blowing up. There's articles everywhere about this, and it's like a new trend that younger and younger kids want like facial cleansers and makeup. Creams, and it's funny. It's not even makeup. It's like cleansers, creams, moisturizers. Where
does that come
retinols.
From? Livy Dunn again?
It comes from fucking Livy Dunn.
Livy Dunn.
No, it comes from exposure, right? It's like you see, like we didn't have influencers when we were kids.
But we did.
It was like but it was like a cover girl model who looked like she was 30, like Cindy Crawford or something.
Yeah.
Now it's like they're people that. On TikTok, that everyday people that are just like talking about products and pushing products, and so they're more exposed to that.
Well, because influencer marketing, as you know, as a CPG company owner, influencer marketing works.
It works. It's changing, but it works.
And you're not just in sales anymore. You have to be like in tune with that shit.
You got to stay in the loop. Even with this podcast, we got to stay in the loop a little bit.
1,000%.
Right.
And
so
kids are so influenced these days, and it's like
Kids were always very influenced because kids are.
But we were buying like, oh my god, look at those Nerf guns, they're super soakers.
So kids are more influenced today because they're more exposed. That's the difference. Is that if we saw all the shit that the kids can see now when we were kids, like we only saw the commercials in between TV shows and like what our friends would bring, just going like, oh, I want that.
Or like the consumers distributor
world.
Like,
we had no online shopping. Like
no, I know
we had nothing, right? So it's
online shopping's fucking.
It's all horrible and fantastic.
Every day.
Conveniences make our lives worse in many ways.
Online shopping, all of this.
But like makeup and all that stuff. Exactly. Makeup and all that stuff aside, it's like you're right. The things you say, like are so important, especially between the relationship you have with your wife. And so what I mean by that is that I am very cautious because like me and Jamie before kids often joked around about each other, like our bodies and this and that.
Yeah.
We'd make fun of each other, right? Yeah. Like we do that. And now I make it a very, not that I like want to or so think it's true.
You would call her fat?
I wouldn't necessarily say like, hey, fatty, you fat. I wouldn't do that. But just whatever, just making little comments.
Yeah.
And we still make comments to each other because we have fun doing that. But I'm very conscious of not talking about bodies or body image in front of my kids because I already see it creeping into Joey's life, talking about how she doesn't look good in something or she wants this type of facial stuff. And so the more we talk about it, the more she thinks it's important. So in other words, we don't even say to them like, "Oh, like you look beautiful or you're gorgeous." See, that
I was just going to say
we minimize that.
There's a huge movement of not telling your kids that they're attractive.
No, I too do that because I think it's nice to. At the end of the day, you still want to build self-confidence.
You want them to think that they're pretty.
You just want them to feel good about themselves, but we make it an effort to not only talk about that. We talk about her,
like how she's
the
smart.
A on the math test. We talk about that she's proud she got that audition. All these different things, but it can't. In other words, you can't just only talk about how gorgeous she is or how wonderful they are.
I don't remember my family ever saying that kind of stuff to us.
Never.
We were just super conceited, regardless, and thought we were the best looking kids.
100% we did, and rightfully so, man.
Yeah,
like don't fucking put us down. We deserve all that.
But I think that like image was something that I always put a high priority on since
like
I was
for yourself or on other people.
For myself, like hair or just how I looked, like what I would wear, and cowboy shirts with freaking stars on them. That your favorite outfit.
I'm gonna find that picture one day.
No, you need to find the shirt.
It's gone.
It's horrible. You should give it to Atlas.
Yeah.
But like that was always super important. But then like eating disorders weren't really talked about when we were
only
kids.
on like Degrassi.
But like it wasn't as common. Like if I don't know the statistic, but I guarantee you it's probably 100% higher with 12-year-old kids and younger of like eating disorders and seeing people like the Kardashians or like wanting bigger butts or, guys being like, why don't I look like Chris Hemsworth? You know what I mean?
Like all the hair stuff. But I wonder if it's just more, if there's more of it, or again, going back to the exposure thing, we're just more aware of it. So in other words, do you think more people were like living in silence with these things back then, and because it didn't directly affect our lives, weren't aware of it? And so that's more of just a question. I wonder if it's more, or if we just see it more or hear it more.
But we can only go back to how we were feeling, right?
Yeah, we felt fine for the most part.
I don't think so. Like I've always been my hardest critic, and it's like I know every single little flaw that I have and
that's
what I want to fix. But like you were always
pretty. Even if you were masking your insecurities, we were always pretty confident in the way we looked as kids, and we felt like we were part of the group of people that we thought were good looking probably as kids. Right? But of course you'd go home, you're like, fuck this pimple, or like, I wish, my teeth were straighter or whiter or this, that, right? So I think that's common that people probably struggle with those things back then, but just quieter in silence because there wasn't exposure to it.
Are you worried about Joey because she's an actor? Right?
Yeah, like especially kid actor, right?
But like when I was auditioning, I like legit. There was a cast. I didn't get an audition, and I thought I did really well. And they were like, they didn't like my face.
They said that?
Like they're maybe it's a little different with kids.
Yeah, and
like
probably now it's changed.
Well, because
right?
like everyone's so soft, you freaking snowflakes.
But
it's like that was fucked.
Yeah, that was you remember it to this day.
I remember everything
to this day
of non-important shit.
To this day,
if it's important, I don't remember it.
Yeah, then it's just
it's just gone. I got out of my mind.
But yeah, we're very aware of it because we do have a kid who's in. Again, by no means is she's famous in any way, but she's in the world that could potentially lead to that, and she's acting, and there's upset. And you see where, like, you know, my mom always is like, I'm worried kid actors. And it's not true. There's so many kid actors that we don't know were kid actors that are completely normalized and fine today. Scarlett Johansson, like certain people are just like,
she was a kid actor?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't even know she was a kid actor.
Interesting.
She's in a bunch of shit as a kid. So you just got to be aware of it and try to keep track of it. But I watched on the way here on TikTok, like Amanda Bynes talking to the camera.
Oh my God.
Right? You go that direction.
Dude. So Amanda,
it's crazy.
When I worked at Abercrombie, Amanda Bynes.
And Fitch?
Yeah.
Okay, not just Abercrombie?
I don't want to give the full name.
You don't want to talk about Fitch?
Well, no, I don't want to make them pay us.
Yeah.
She came into the store. It was at the Eden Center. And she came into the store. She was
top of her fame at that point.
She was filming something here. Maybe it was
She's the Man?
It might have been.
Yeah.
Because I think that was filmed here. And she was like with like two very questionable people. She was, I want to say 100% on something.
Yeah.
And was just like just completely out of her fucking mind. Like,
but that was when she was still
that's when she was popping.
Top, yeah.
Channing Tatum in a movie.
But that's the thing is, like, you know, she from all outside eyes, she had a pretty good life. You look at her
now
Wikipedia.
She's like getting like a manicure fight. Is that what you saw? Which is like,
and no, I know this one was her walking in about to get it again. She's like, oh, if I fail, I'll keep going. But it's not even what she says or what she wants to do. Because leave this limelight, do what you want to do. Yeah. She has a broken, dead look in her eyes.
Oh yeah, she
is disconnected from reality.
And do you think the industry did that to her?
I think not the industry, not anything specific. And again, I don't know what, I think she's diagnosed bipolar. So obviously, I don't know if you become bipolar because of what your influences or if it's actually like chemical science. It's part of your body and you would have hit that anyways.
Yep.
But she looks to a point where it's like, I look at her and I'm like, and this sounds dark, but it's just like, if she kills herself, I would be like, why did no one step in? Like, I can see this video.
Yeah.
And I can see that there's something wrong. And if, she had a conveyor, what is it? Conservatorship? Conservatorship.
Yeah, one of the Britney Spears things.
Her parents were whatever, but now they're not anymore.
They're not involved. No.
And so I see the change, but it's all scary because just to speak on She's the Man. She's noted in interviews, I don't know why I know so much about Amanda Bynes, but she noted in interviews that when she watched herself speaking to body image on screen and She's the Man, her brain switched. She did not like the way she looked, obviously dressed as like a boy. And like she didn't like the way she looked in that. She was always very glamorous and, teen pop star kind of idol thing. And she said that really fucked her head up and she was never the same.
That one specific movie.
Not that it was bad, is that she watched herself and she's like, I hate the way I look on screen.
Channing Tatum was in that movie.
I know that's enough to like keep on keeping on.
For sure. So are you crazy. Like, because it's going to shift when Joey starts playing more adult roles and might have to start.
If she's still doing it.
And she might have to start dressing like in a certain way and like.
Not going to happen.
But what if it does?
She's already wearing bras.
Yeah. So is that also weird?
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
But Jamie takes her bra shopping.
No, she doesn't go bra shopping. These are like hand-me-downs from my sister's kid. They're not like bras.
They're like little tank tops.
They're like little tank tops, but she just wants to wear it. She wants to she doesn't even know why. She just wants to wear it.
Well, she knows why. That's not.
She knows why, but she doesn't really grasp why people wear them, the function of it. Right?
She sees other kids who are developing and wearing them.
But nobody her age is developing.
How old is she?
She's 8.
Yeah, they're not developing at it. Why is she wearing a bra at 8?
Because she just thinks it's cool because her older cousin wore one.
Interesting.
We're influenced by these people, right? Just like Mario said.
Yeah. What did he say?
His older son was doing things and experimenting, and his younger son is just trying it because you're influenced. Sorry, I skipped on his name there for a second, but it's been a long day.
It's been. He
was awesome though.
Long day. Yeah, Mario. That was a great
good
episode.
guy.
He's an awesome dude. I love Mario.
Good guy.
He's a very good guy.
You guys hang out often or no?
Why don't we try to? Yeah.
Not as much as you like though.
Not as much. I don't hang out with anyone as much as I like to. Other than you, I see you more than anybody now.
Good. More than Jess?
No.
More than Asher?
Definitely not. But that's like.
Are you nervous about that shit for his future, or is it just too early to think about that?
It's not. No,
because it's not in your.
That's not how my brain works. Like I always.
You always say that's not how my brain works. How does your brain work?
It's terrifying.
Tell me how it works in this scenario.
It's just constant chaos.
Go for it.
Have you ever seen like a fireworks show? That's essentially how my brain works.
Atlas,
that's what goes on in my head.
Atlas used to make me watch Disney live like handy cam fireworks of Disney like over in loop. He loves just watching fireworks.
Kids get obsessed about weird things.
Yeah.
Like fireworks from handy cams.
Yeah. And it just happens to be, it's like live, a live recording from your phone. Call it handy. I call it a handy cam.
I went down the path of a pyromaniac as a kid, so
yeah,
I can let you know what
fireworks
to look out for.
Me. You either love fireworks as a kid or completely fucking broken by them. Right? Like my sister is like to this day like shaken and shook from like fireworks shows from like Canada Day weekend.
I think that's bullshit. And I think that's also when people are scared of clowns. I don't think anyone's scared of clowns. I think that's
people
bullshit.
have real fears, Paul.
That's bullshit.
What are you scared of?
Nothing.
Is there anything you're scared of?
Wind. I hate high winds.
Like while driving or just in general?
I have like a lot of weird quirks.
So there you go. So then it's understandable that people can be afraid of clowns.
No, I don't.
Or fireworks.
There's rational fears.
Wind?
Yeah. Have you ever been in through a hurricane?
No.
I have. So there you go.
So where I go?
Pardon?
Where I go?
Where I
you
go?
said there, it's a fucking
that's a horrible dad joke.
No, it's not.
Am
there
I
you
worried
go. Where
about,
I go?
If I'm worried about Asher, I don't want him to be, and this we'll probably touch on in another podcast, super vain and only worry about like looks and all that kind of stuff about substance. And like, let's just tangent because that's what we do. Like, love is blind. Like,
well, that is about body image.
This is what I'm saying. Like, do you think if you and Jamie were on the show, would you be getting down on one knee?
Yes. Well, I don't. Let me back up. I won't say the getting down on one knee. I don't know how the process like accelerates that whole.
I'm not asking for the specifics of the show.
No. I'm just saying, like in general, like will I be getting down on one knee? I don't know, but I think that if I was in the pod and Jamie was in the pod,
do you think we would
directly have a hard connection? We're very similar. Having said that, I don't know if we're similar because we've been together so long and we've influenced each other, or if we are actually similar personalities from before we met.
I think you changed her personality quite a bit.
It's probably a balance. It's probably a bit of both.
I don't think she changed you at all.
No, she's probably changed me, not personality wise, but she's changed me.
Okay.
I influence people's personalities and language
all the time. You're showering less.
Yeah.
You're like,
no, I think that.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Sorry, what was the question?
If you and Jamie would pick each other if you were in the pods.
Because I think that we have a good connection. Like we talk a lot and make similar jokes. But again, what I'm saying is if we didn't know each other.
How much importance did you put on the attraction?
A lot.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I put a lot. So in other words, I'm not, and it's not a particular body type, or it's not about that. It's that if I'm not physically attracted to you, however you look, if I'm not, because I like a whole range of like looks, to be honest. Okay. And that's a little bit about me just from like my past. But if I make a connection with you emotionally, and again, I've never been in that scenario, so I don't know if it would matter. But I think at the end of the day, physical attraction is important. Physical attraction, not like this person is hot. You need to be physically attracted. It needs to be your bag, your thing.
Yeah,
that's very important, but that also couldn't live without the emotional connection. 100%. So it's like if you don't have both, there's no real whatever. But as you get older as a couple, obviously your looks and stuff will dwindle, and that's when the emotional connection will carry you over to like the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you could have made a connection like that on Love Is Blind?
Well, I'm saying with Jess, like I remember
Jess. Yeah, like
Jess and I met online, right? So like we met through Hinge. $15,000.
But that was pictures, so.
But speaking to each other, right? Yeah. So, but I remember just sitting on my couch and we were texting each other, and the banter we had was like 10 out of 10.
So you were good.
And even like our first
at that point,
date,
you already
like
saw what she looked like. So you're like, this girl's pretty.
She's like a smoke show.
Yeah, so she's pretty, and we're having great conversations.
So it's a 10. It's an A+.
But if she was pretty and you were chatty and it was like, fuck, this is
like,
not going you would have stopped the conversation probably. No,
the show's no. I don't think the conversation. Yeah, it's everything's done by looks. That's why I think it's such an interesting show. And as much as it's like a train wreck to watch and it's phenomenal, the concept of it is fantastic.
And it's edited so well. It just
but
makes
it's not,
you hook up.
I'm saying,
the concept's interesting.
I'm not talking about you're looking at the show as a whole. I'm thinking
the concept of the show, the idea of connecting before.
And I think that's really important for kids because like it's.
How could kids do that though?
But I'm just saying not put such an importance on the looks.
Yeah.
Because everything right now is like put out there to be digested so quickly to go on to the next one. Like I think the amount of.
Well, the short-term memory span is a real thing.
I think long-term relationships are going to severely Like there's going to be less and less people getting married.
Yeah,
because
people
of
want
like
instant gratification.
it's instant gratification.
Right?
It's on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, this person has big hands. On to the next one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there's arm hair, there's hair on their arm. On to the next one.
Yeah.
There's like no.
The pool is
there's no
bigger, right?
depth.
So people think that like, you know, we used to date and go out with people and do all that stuff within the realm of our circle and where our circle connected. There was no, you were on apps later. I'm talking about us in like high school and university. It's like you only knew the people you knew, and then you knew the people at the rival school next to you in that one. But other than that, you didn't meet other people.
Kids in like high school on dating apps. Like, it's so crazy.
Is there a high school dating app?
No, but I feel like they're probably on.
Probably, but I wonder if like someone's built an app for like
that's probably
high school.
illegal.
You think it's illegal?
That's probably
I guess so.
That's probably a horrible idea.
a horrible breeding ground for some bad things to happen.
That's not a good idea. But it's there's such a focus on how we look, especially now. And like there were like I'm in sales and I'm in real estate. I never know where my next client's going to come from. There were times when like I didn't want to like go out and take out the garbage in my loft building just in case I would run into someone if I wasn't looking proper.
Oh, from your look thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like it's so.
But that's a little extreme, don't you think?
But is it?
Well, because people think that you're not a superhero. They know you have a regular life. Not everyone is dressed all. It's like seeing like your lawyer like in like a sweatsuit jogging on the street. You're not going to think any less of him.
But it's a weird encounter.
It is a weird encounter.
It's like seeing a teacher outside of school.
Yeah, it's a weird encounter. But like I think people are definitely way more these days understanding that that people are human and they do have other human, tendencies. And like they don't think you go to sleep in like a suit.
I guess like the whole reason why I wanted to, when we're talking about like, hey, what should we do these next 2 episodes on beforehand?
Yeah.
Like it's the whole dad bod phenomenon that has happened over the last few years. I don't,
in a positive light or negative light?
I think it's in a negative light. Like it's making it okay to be unhealthy and to not take care of your body and to not.
I think it's the flip side of that.
You do?
Not that part of it, but I think that the people are more, I think that it's not about you. I think that the people are more about quickly being okay with labeling men's bodies in jest and in jokes and in laugh, then it's accepted for women.
Like,
and so it's like, oh,
shit,
dad, and which could be a shaming. Yeah, exactly.
It was like Leonardo DiCaprio.
But if you did that to about a woman's body or commented on that, not that it hasn't been done a million times before, but now like you couldn't say that even if you wanted to. Like it's not appropriate, just like it shouldn't be appropriate to comment on another guy's body.
For sure. No, it's like, you got nice calves. Are those real?
Yeah.
Another fucking entourage makes it twice in this episode. No, I totally get that. And there is definitely a double standard. And like, but women, it's like, we can't comment on it. It's so hard. And I see, Jess is a very attractive person and she works in a male driven industry. Yeah. And like, I just see how like,
do you?
Do I see?
Yeah. Do you see how like are they different towards her? Or
1,000%. Yeah. And it's just like women have it so much harder than men do. Like
in what way?
In beauty standard pressures.
Yes, that hasn't changed.
It's like
it's been like that since the beginning of time.
Forever, and it's that's really tough. From a guy's perspective, though, we're on camera a lot. And like for me, like yes, I've been open. I do the Botox. I do Botox. I take good care of myself. I hate my double chin. It doesn't matter how much I work out. Like it's there. It's just like I hate it. And it's something. Will I take care of it in the future? Sure, maybe. I'm a 100% pro cosmetic surgery. If it's gonna make you feel better, I'm 100% for it. Always.
Yeah, I think anyone should be for whatever anyone else wants to do as an adult.
But it's not like that. And I think for guys,
I think that when people get things done cosmetically and they look ridiculous, people comment on like how far they went because it's sad in a way that you have to continue to do things to change the way you look.
But if it makes you happy.
But you just said earlier that at the end of the day, that's not a trait that you want to give off to your kids, and that's not a whatever.
That's for that's for another podcast.
No, but what I'm saying is that so like knowing that, like me, I also used to be like super into my hair. When I met Jamie, even in the mirror, I'm fixing my hair, and I've stopped. I put that in perspective and stopped giving a fuck
about that. Is that because
that.
You're comfortable with Jamie or because
I'm comfortable with myself.
Okay.
I'm fine. Like I'm fine with like my imperfections. I'm fine that I have a pimple over here. I'm fine. I'm fine with all that now because again,
clearly as
as a role model to my kids, I don't want them to think that that's an important thing. And now like I'm just grown. I'm just fucking like, I just want love and happiness, and anything about like a physical appearance of both either me or Jamie is just not important to me anymore. I don't care that Jamie, may have gained a little weight since she's had 3 kids.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Like it's like we change over time.
Sure.
I don't care and Jamie wouldn't give a shit if I go bald. Like she just wouldn't care. We're just like, it's just like, and that's a point I think you want to get to. And I think that as your kids get older, that helps you get to that point where you start putting the things that you think are important.
But do you feel attractive people go further and better in life? They have a better shot at stuff?
I guess so. Maybe. But I'm already in my life, so I don't care anymore.
But you got 3 kids who aren't. So like if let's say Joey comes up to one day and she's like, I don't like the way my nose looks, or hey, like, I want to get a boob job. Are you gonna be okay with that?
It's a very tough question to answer. It's like I have to see,
But it's not.
It is, because it's like, how did we get to this point that she feels that she needs to change her nose or change her boobs to feel better about herself? I don't think that changing your physical appearance should affect you. And if it does and it helps you, great for you. I wish there was a world where that didn't matter, in my opinion. So if Joey is at a point where she says, I want to do this or that, I think there'd be a very deep conversation about like, why do you feel this way? What is this? It wouldn't just be like, sure, no problem. Like, but you're paying for it. Like,
no.
But I think there'd be a conversation. Would I be open to it?
Obviously, there's going to be a conversation. You're not just going to drive her right to the plastic surgeon.
Let's go. Get those titties big.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just, would you be...
I would not be happy about it. How about that?
Would you stop her?
I don't think I could stop her. I'm assuming at this point she's an adult. I wouldn't let her do it as a kid.
Like,
if that's
we
the
knew
question.
some people who got nose jobs at 16.
Yeah, and some have gotten them for DV. It's like for real.
That's a bullshit.
I know it's a bullshit excuse, but I've known someone who actually had that.
My brother.
Shale had a DV. But yeah, I just wouldn't be the person who would put an importance on that. And hopefully and again, we have these external factors, but hopefully I am the type of parent that instills enough, and we'll talk about this on the next episode, but instills enough like wisdom and thoughts and my views into them that they don't feel that will ever be necessary.
Are you trying to enlist in a healthy lifestyle with them, like staying active and like...
We're not as good with that. I'll tell you that much. Like, we're definitely not as good with
areas of improvement.
Healthy eating. We need to do better. Yeah, and I know you'll struggle with that as your kids start to eat real food.
I literally eat an Uncrustable every day for breakfast.
But then you have to start thinking about your kids eating.
Delicious.
And it's tough, man. Like, even I'm in the food industry, and it's tough to make sure that like we only do healthy things. It's very tricky, and my kids, like most kids, want things that are unhealthy often, and want snacks and want treats and want things. We don't have a lot in our house. But don't you control?
That's what I was going to say. You control what comes into your house
for sure. It's not like we definitely don't have like
my type of snack drawer.
Yeah, there's no like bag of like Sour Patch Kids anywhere. It's not like that. It's like kids. It's like Bear Paws, and it's
but those are just as bad, if not worse.
I don't know if I don't think they're just as bad or worse, but at least mentally, and we talk about this in our own CPG business, is that there's the perception, right? Like made good sounds like it's really healthier. Yeah, you think it'd be healthier than a regular. It's not really healthier.
It was like when
it's just marketing that's influenced me.
Was it like Taco Bell that had like AAA beef? That was like the name of the company.
Yeah, exactly. That was McDonald's.
Was it McDonald's?
Yeah, I think it was like
McDonald's. AAA beef.
Yeah, and that was just the name of the corp that owned it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be. So to answer your question, is there a lot
of like kid shit that's masked as like health shit that's not?
Yeah.
Tons. Like, what are the worst ones? Because you research this.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I'm not going to say any. I'm not going to say brands worst ones, but I'll tell you this: that like the things that like when you start buying kids food, so some people might buy if like Auntie Anne's like macaroni, or you'll buy Made Good, whatever.
Is it not good?
It's tasty.
It's great.
It's not much healthier for you.
So you should do good old KD.
But KD's changed in Canada. It doesn't taste the same anymore. It's gross. Auntie Anne's, in my head, Auntie Anne's macaroni tastes like how KD used to taste when I was a kid. KD now, if you eat it, tastes metallic. Yeah.
You used to put ketchup on your mac and cheese.
I did.
That will forever scar me. It's so gross.
I don't do that anymore.
I fucking hope not. It's
sometimes I did it on my mac and cheese, and sometimes I just did it on the macaroni and didn't even include the cheese. Just ketchup and fucking KD noodles.
So just macaroni
and ketchup. It's fucking gross, but it was delicious. I would do it now, honestly. To be honest,
buy tomato sauce. Like,
we were 12. I didn't buy anything.
No,
just whatever's in my house. I made it. Wow. I made French toast as a kid. I made macaroni and cheese.
Egg and toast.
Huh?
Egg and toast.
And then I made egg and toast. Those are the 3 things I made when people came over for lunch and whatever.
I always had pizza bagels at my house. Pizza bagels.
Pizza bagels are great.
They're the best. I still get them to this day. But that's the thing. Like I, as a kid, I would say didn't eat the
Did your
healthiest.
parents make a lot of healthy meals for dinner?
I think because
like,
my
did your mom
parents
cook a lot?
both like
They
worked,
right?
so like
same with mine, right?
Like M&Ms, like we'd get like the fajita kits and like the chicken fingers and fries and like and it's the same shit now. But we order a lot, and like even today, I feel like garbage just from like I eat pizza.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I haven't had pizza in so long.
Yeah, I feel like
It's
you have so
across
many
the
options
street,
in
but
this
it's
place.
across.
Well, I get,
No, because
I
it's across the
see.
street from my office, and I was just like I had 20 minutes to eat, and then the rest of my day was fucked. So it's like
And
convenience.
you felt shitty.
I feel shitty now.
But that's the
I've
other
been
thing,
living
is
in my
like-
car, so it's like I'm eating bags
I
of
live in my
chips.
van down by the river.
Exactly. I'm eating bags of chips. I'm eating like freaking bags of sour candy. It's just like it's so bad.
Do you feel that? Two questions.
Two.
A, do you feel that?
Now
well,
are
no,
they two questions or like
there are two questions, but the first one I'll say is this: is that also affects how you feel, right? So again, physically you might not change day to day potentially.
No, I do.
But when I know you do because
Yeah.
you're a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
But when you eat something bad, you feel worse about your actual physical body, even if it didn't affect you. So it's like the healthy
But
eating.
so
So
there's-
with my kids, again, what I'm trying to do
There's
is like,
degrees
eat
of it.
healthier. And you physically feel better when you eat better. And so that's an important thing for me. My second question is,
you didn't
is
even
that-
let me answer the first.
that's a statement.
There's you got to learn the difference between questions and statements.
Okay, so the noun that I'm about to say is, and
Okay.
here's an adjective.
Here's the adjective.
Oh, we went to, okay,
And,
answer. I don't even know what I was going to say.
I don't
Go
even know
ahead.
what the fucking question was. It was a
Do
statement.
you feel, this is the question. It
Okay.
was a statement leading up to the question. Do you feel, because you like to go to the gym daily,
Yeah.
or at least that's what you say, do you feel that when you eat like that, it just makes you fucking like pissed off about the gym? Because
No.
like I work hard at the gym
I'm so
and then I
used-
don't support it with the food that I like
No,
to eat.
because I know diet's like the majority. If
Yeah.
I ate clean and I ate how I was supposed to be, I'd be like jacked.
That's what I'm saying. So do you feel at all that it's like, what's the point? Am I even doing this
Because
daily?
it's a mental thing. It's not about my body. It's about my brain.
Yeah.
It's about my brain. And like the gym feeds my
So why don't you just
brain.
meditate?
Meditating doesn't do shit for me.
Just do yoga.
Yoga's horrible.
So much fun, man.
It's not.
I've missed it
It's
this
not fun at all. I would.
I'm
shower
starting a
before you go
yoga
to
endeavor.
Oh, here we go.
It's happening through Event Circle. We're doing something crazy. I'm not going to announce it yet, but it's going to be big.
I hate that.
You love it.
I hate.
I'm going to need some real estate for it.
That's
Now you love
fantastic.
it.
No, I don't, because you're gonna talk to Jamie.
Now you love it. I'm not talking to my wife.
She was showing you freaking commercial spaces before.
I'm not talking to her. No, we're not talking right now.
Oh, you guys are.
It's
fighting.
over.
Nice.
All the things I said about her, I love. No.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's going to be cool. But are
All right,
you
what's
worried
part
about, no, what, that was part two. Is like the thing. I was asking about the gym in regards to feeling like shit.
Yeah, no, the gym's for my brain. The food is for my belly.
Food and belly,
No,
gym and brain.
But that's the thing. Like I'm all about moderation. Like you see what's in my house. I do a candy order.
You're all
almost
about
every.
moderation.
I don't. I can have all
You
this
don't
shit.
indulge.
I don't eat full bags of candy. I'll have a piece or two.
Got it.
Right. So, and I can do
It's
that
a
because
vice.
that's how I was brought up, because I had it in my house.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you train your kids with having it in your house,
And it can go either way. If I had it in my house, my kids would devour every last.
but that's because
they're like
it's
me.
always been there.
No, it hasn't. They're genetically like have an affinity towards
To be a
sugar,
dump-
candy,
to be a
snacks.
dumpster.
Yeah, no, we're the Carson kids and the Ornback kids.
Didn't
We're
you get
all
a lot
very
of-
skinny.
Didn't you get like a
Naturally.
lot of cavities?
Yeah, you did get a lot of
I've
cavities.
never even had a cavity.
It's just about your teeth.
It's crazy.
Makeup. It's not even about what you eat. It's about
But
like
that's the thing.
the
And
enamel on
maybe
your
that's
teeth.
about overwashing your fucking hair.
or underwashing your teeth.
No, always brush your teeth, people. What were we gonna
I
say?
do
Am
that.
I worried about Asher?
Are you worried about that? Are you worried about? So you've clearly admitted that like vanity is still clearly important
It's
to you.
very important to me.
Do you want those types of? Do you want it to be important to Asher?
Are we doing a freaking? This is another conversation for another time.
What do you mean? This is about body image. Do you want to pass it down to him?
No, I don't.
Knowing that
I
you're
don't.
not happy about it, but
no.
it's important to you, but you're not happy about it. You
I think
recognize that.
I do think that there should be an importance on physical appearance.
Yeah.
I do.
Taking care of yourself.
Taking
right?
care of
Like,
yourself, looking good, smelling good, I feel is important. Showering is very important, people. I'm
Yeah,
looking
right.
at every single one of these
Slag
cameras.
off. I said slag
I wash
off.
myself with the
with a
rag on a
rag
stick. But I do think that there is a very high importance on that. And I don't want to say high. I don't want to say there's
You
a
did
high
say high.
importance. Strike that from the record.
Strike it.
No, I do think it is important. I do think that presenting yourself properly is important. I think it goes a long way.
For the physical part of it or the mental health part of it? Because when you work out, you eat well, you mentally feel well. Is it just about like
see? Because I think like if you put such importance on that, it deteriorates the mental health. So you need to find a balance.
It's balance. Then what the fuck is the balance?
About balance.
That's why I said that with my kids and with my life now. It's like,
fuck it.
It's part of it. It's part of the compliments. It's part of the feeling good about yourself, but it's definitely not all of it. And we don't give it more lip time or air time than any other great thing about the people that we are and the people that my kids are. So like we talk about how excited we are about Joey's report, and that's anything, right? If we only talk about Joey's grades because she gets really good grades, and
then she's gonna fucking
then she'll feel the anxiety of like having to always get that. So we just put importance on the important things in life, and school and body image to us are not that important. As
school's not important,
not the be all end all. I don't care if Joey doesn't get straight A's one year. That is not important to me. Go get an education.
But what if it starts going downhill? Because you don't put importance on it.
I'm talking about at her age now, right? If she's in grade 9 and like trying to go get a university, and that's what she wants, then there'll be different types of conversations. But now as a grade 3, if she gets an A or a B, but it's not me yelling at her. I felt like I got yelled at for grades when I was little. I would never, if she got a D on something, then clearly something's wrong, and let's talk about it.
If Joey gets like a new dress or...
Yeah, we talk about how amazing she looks in it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I still think you got to tell your kids that they're pretty. I think you still got to tell your little boys that they're handsome and they look good. What if they're
not pretty and not handsome? Do you lie to your kids?
I don't know. The Asher's a really good looking kid. I'm not saying,
like, that's an interesting thing. Like, I actually truly
his head
believe...
keeps growing and everyone the body doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just a giant head.
Dragging it around.
Yeah.
Eating little bits.
Yeah.
Little bits.
Like
but yeah, I don't know. Like, I again, maybe all parents think that their kids are great looking, but like I think that my kids are very pretty and very handsome. I just think that's the general truth of them. So I have no problem talking about that.
Have they asked you like, Dad, am I pretty?
Joey has.
Yeah. What do you say? No.
Absolutely.
You're 6 out of
I'd say, I don't know, you can probably lose 3 to 5 on the hips there.
This is awkward. I was like,
what, Jamie? I gotta go, sweet. No, I tell it to her because I also believe it. So I think at the end of the day, also I don't think you should lie to your kids. And I'm not saying call them ugly or call them stupid. I just think like you
listen,
need
you're not going to be on the cover of Maxim magazine.
You know Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know. I just think it's like honesty as much as you can at the right moments, and not putting the most importance on body, and not putting the most importance on the body of your spouse, because that's what they see. If I only told Joey she was gorgeous and she saw me telling Jamie that like you should do this and you should do that and why are you wearing makeup and blah blah blah, she'll absorb that as if it was her. As if Joey was hearing it. So and that I won't do.
So kids aside though, like for yourself, right? Like, has there been a point where you're just like, oh fuck, like I need to rein it in? Like I need to, like, you know what I mean?
I fluctuate a bit. I've been pretty consistent with my weight over my whole life. But there's been times where I've been like, yeah, I should probably like rein it back a bit. I'm not happy with how I'm feeling right now.
Like I fluctuate quite a bit as well. Like when I joined Teeter, I ballooned because I was eating like freaking $1
on the road
every fucking day.
Do what you gotta do.
But we were just in Cayman when we got married, and like I stepped on a scale and I was at like 210. I always weigh like a bucket. I'm 6'3". Like
210's not bad for your height.
But I need to be. I need like my good maintenance is probably around 185. I'm hovering like
that
190.
Would be pretty skinny for you. I live in the 180.
But it's when I gain weight, it goes to my face right away.
Yeah.
Like my face and my sides right away.
What do you mean sides?
Like the sides, like love handles.
Oh, like your stomach side thing? Not
well,
like
just
that
more so the sides.
Oh,
the front part. It's the side means side, front means front.
But the side wraps to the front.
Side back.
It's all one
back side.
It's all one thing.
The back side. But it goes to my face, so it's noticeable for me because I'm always so front facing.
For you.
And I've always been.
But I don't think other people notice that.
People do. But that's the thing. It's so ingrained in my head.
Yeah.
That like, sure you can gain a couple of pounds, but it's the health factor. Like I'm an older dad. Like I'm 41 years old, and I have a 3-month-old. When you had Joey, you were how old?
31.
Exactly. It's a very different.
100% it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I need to be active. I need to stay healthy for him.
Cool.
And that's why like this whole dad bod thing, like that doesn't tickle my fancy.
It doesn't attract you to
it doesn't, because like I want to be able to pick him up and lift him up over my head and spin him around and throw him across the room and
Maybe you should get more weight so we can prevent you from doing all those horrible things.
Well, no, my place is basically like American Gladiator. That's
another great 90s show.
Laser.
Blazer.
Did you watch the documentary on Netflix?
No.
There's a whole, you need to see this.
Okay, so we'll end the podcast now. Let's watch it right now.
No, watch it. It's like, it's the whole behind the scenes of everything,
Really?
how it started.
I love that show.
Oh, dude, it's insane. It's what
Is
you
it
think
new,
it is.
this podcast?
It came out
documentary?
it came out when we were in Cayman, when we got in August or June
so
or
recently.
whatever.
So yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah. So, but for like, I need to be healthy for him. I have a heart problem, which I've had since I guess high school.
Yeah.
And which I drink an obscene amount of caffeine.
But that's the thing, is like, you recognize you have all these problems, but like you don't want to to get them better. Well, you eat garbage, like you.
But I don't eat like
garbage. You said you like don't really eat that well.
Now this week.
This week?
It's been really, really bad.
But you don't cook.
But we don't order unhealthy thing all the time. It's like weekends when it gets bad. Like the UFC fight's on tomorrow. I know shit is going to hit the fan. I'm going to order too much barbecue.
Are you watching it here?
Yeah.
I should have just come here and
so just come here then.
How do I cancel? I can't. I just talked about it in the podcast. He'll learn about it in a week and a half.
He doesn't watch it. He's not getting this far into the episode.
That's true.
Nobody does.
But what I'm saying is you recognize all these things.
But I do stuff to help myself. I'm taking care of my brain, which is the most important thing. Because if my brain goes dark in the way that it did,
then everyone's
done.
No,
but I'm serious. Like that could end very badly.
Yeah.
So I need to go to the gym every day for my mental health. It's
but what you eat affects your brain as well, your brain health.
Yeah, sure. If you're eating acid, like bath salts. But it's like McDonald's.
But you think you're going to hone that in and try to do your best, and not, as Asher becomes more aware of life, that you're not going to do. You're not going to talk about it as much.
I've got some time where I'm not going to be like, oh fuck, like I hate how my face looks here.
Yeah, because he's not going to.
So I've got some time.
You got a good 3 years.
3?
I think you have 0 to 3 to like say whatever you want and hope that they don't remember.
Yeah, because
like Atlas is getting there. He recalls things pretty cool now, which is interesting. He recalls things like Joey. He's turning 3 in like 3 weeks.
You guys doing a 3rd birthday party?
We are.
Or is it a joint birthday party?
It is.
Oh, it is.
Not with my kid, but with one of his friends from daycare.
You guys splitting the cost?
Of course.
Huh.
We're getting
50-50? What are you guys doing?
50-50. You want to come? You want to bring Asher?
Absolutely not.
I haven't sent out an invite to you. You want to come?
Please don't.
It'd be fun.
Please don't.
We just got a community center.
I had to wash my hair that day.
Not me.
You got a community center, like a community center dance party?
Like Garnet Williams.
I
got you and Temmie to DJ.
You're hiring Stealth?
It's going to be big, man. It's your comeback show.
Nice.
But we got like face painters and we got like balloon people. And we're just got like a little fun. Like, they're 3. There's not much they can do. And like people just like kind of default to go to play places. That's what kids' parties are.
What are you guys serving? What kind of food?
Yet to be decided. I don't know. Maybe Jamie's already figured it out. I haven't planned this event at all.
That's what you do for a living.
I know. That's why I can't do it personally, because like it's it's like doing my job at home. I don't want to do all that.
Are you going to do a bat mitzvah?
Good question.
Yeah, because
the answer is, if it's up to me, no.
That's a lot of money.
I will never I will never pay for any of the parties that I'm booked on. Like I would never do that for my own kids personally. I'm also like jaded and sick of it. Like I see behind the whatever. But no, I wouldn't. I want to do something more personal, more intimate. And again, it'll eventually be up to Joey, who would be first.
It's going to be up to Joey?
Well, it's like...
That's like a $50,000 decision.
It would never be that much. We're not going to do something that crazy. But having said that, if she wants a party where people dance, like, then we'll maybe do that. It doesn't need to be nuts. But what I'd like to do is something special. No, I can't do that. I'm too self-aware to like believe my own bullshit. But it's so true. Like I don't have the gumption to fucking
the gumption.
I
don't think that's a real word.
1950s
We need
slang.
a guy to check stuff. We need
we need like a fact checker.
We need a Jamie
ticker going across the bottom.
No,
just
that's like we need a guy, like a Rogan guy.
That's why we're bringing Schreiber on.
Oh, man.
It'll be your ticker. But I would love to just do something personal, like just like again, like take her and a bunch of friends like on a day of fun experiences, activities in a limo, maybe go to New York, see some musicals, like do something more related to
take some friends to New York.
Yeah, maybe
that's gonna be way more money than fucking
I'm
doing
hoping
a party.
that money won't be the reason. I just don't want to have the vanity of a party like that.
You think it's a vanity thing?
I think it's totally.
You don't want her to feel special?
She can feel special. I want her to feel special every day.
Does she?
I think so.
You think so, but have you asked?
Maybe I do ask her. I ask her every day.
How are you feeling?
I always say, yeah, you feeling special today?
No, you don't.
She goes, get the fuck away from me. I'm watching podcast.
She watches podcasts now.
Not ours.
She's-
I don't know. She watches so many crazy things on YouTube.
you got to rein that in so she's like feels better about herself.
She feels good about herself. My kids are pretty confident, which is I'm proud to say that at this point. Hopefully
Confident.
it stays this way.
Is it an overconfidence thing though?
No,
It's not getting there yet.
nope,
It's not like a one look Carson.
not yet.
When did that start?
But what?
When did we start? I
Being
think for
aware?
me it was grade 6.
Being aware?
I think so.
We started early, man. I was
I think
sitting
grade
with
6.
girls in kindergarten class.
Oh God!
Because
okay.
I loved looks
I
and
love the
myself.
ladies.
I loved the ladies from a young age. I was into girls since
that
kindergarten.
has nothing to do with looks.
Because it's about that, you know.
So you
see-
you cared about how you looked because of girls. I
Yeah.
cared about my looks, about how
and
I
we were in
looked
a
at.
boy band where looks were important
Yeah, but it was
in the
'cause-
late 90s.
Well, that was in the 2000s.
Early 2000s, like 2001.
See, that's the thing. I didn't care how I looked.
It was like no, the boy band was like late 90s. We graduated high school in 2001. We weren't
it was
doing that in
after.
university. No. Was it in university?
No, you're right.
No,
I was at
that was
Metro.
Fiction City.
I was at Metro.
We were in high school.
Yeah, that's so. Man, how was I
Like
talking to
OEC,
Richard
grade 12.
Rashman when I was in high school?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Late 90s.
See, I didn't care how I looked because
Yes,
of
you
the
did.
that you're not letting me finish
No,
my
you
fucking
did.
sentence.
Go ahead.
I didn't how I looked. It didn't matter to me about girls. It was how I saw myself.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with like, oh, I hope these girls like me. I knew the girls were going to like me,
Not if you didn't look good.
but it was how I felt. It was all internal. It was an internal monologue of myself that I felt if I looked good, then
You feel
everything would come my way. And that was just,
Including
I
girls?
don't, it had nothing to, I knew that it would be the case. But for me, that was a fucked up thing to me. Because that's how.
good. Not back then it wasn't. Looking back it is now.
Yeah,
Back then
but that's
we
what
didn't
that's
have
what
the
I'm
wherewithal to realize like this isn't a great way to think about yourself. But I think that's everybody. Everybody wants to look and feel good about themselves. I don't think that's unique to like anybody. Whether you look good or you don't look good, I think everybody does things to make themselves feel better when it comes to looks.
Whether it's like attention from females or
Attention, the clothes, feeling good, comfortable in a pair of pants that make you look good, a hat, makeup, whatever it is. I think that everybody wants it for themselves.
There's a really fine line. But I
Between
guess the
what?
whole reason of like going too far and taking it too fucking far and having it be detrimental to your mental health.
Yeah.
Right. And it's
That's
finding
the
a
worry
good
for our
balance.
kids, right? Because they're so exposed. They see all these pretty faces more than we've ever seen. And it's scary. And it has to be a balance. That's it.
Has it started though? Like has she like Joey been
I told
like,
you she has.
like it's well not the makeup and cleansers, but like has she been like, I want to look like this person? Like
No,
upset?
not
Like has she
that.
like started crying like, oh, I hate how this looks on me?
Not that, but she has said like about the clothes that she wears. She's like, I don't like that's not cute. That doesn't look cute on me.
Like what's her idea of like cool style these days?
She has a pretty cool style. She's been wearing like really cool like big baggy jeans
Baggy
and
jeans
like you know like vintagey kind of t-shirts. Like even in the video I think I posted the other day, she was
Yeah.
wearing like a cool like vintage like Buffy the Vampire t-shirt.
Does she
I
know who
think
Buffy
she-
the Vampire Slayer is? Which
She
was
did.
it? Sarah
She's
Michelle.
watched them all. It was Sarah Michelle Gellar.
So
It
not
wasn't
the movie?
Yeah.
The movie changed my life.
And that show I loved. I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, it was great. It was
But
great.
yeah, she loves all that stuff, but she's aware of what looks cute on her and what doesn't look cute on
Yeah.
her.
So I think why
And you can't stop that.
I don't know when I said I wanted to talk about this episode if it was geared so much towards the kids other than more towards the dads. Like I think dads, like you need to be healthy for your kids.
Yeah.
You need to, do stuff to keep you active and like just don't buy into like having a dad bod is fine, but like
Yeah.
don't do it to an unhealthy extent.
Try to take care of yourself because you want to be, for me at least, I want to be around for my kids as long as possible. And I think
Well,
that
until they get really annoying.
yeah, and then then I'm out.
See ya.
So I'm going to pick up a pack of cigarettes. I'll be back in an hour. No, but I want to be around in their lives for as long as possible. So I think that taking care of yourself both physically and mentally and all those things are important. And it's as a parent, you're the role model for your kids. So putting an importance on those things, but not making it the most important thing about who you are and who your kids are.
And like,
That's
do you
really
guys
it.
do the family active? Does Jamie get active with you other than your 4
She
p.m.
does
sex?
yoga. I do yoga, but no, we're not super active. Like it's not great. We'd
Is that
like
something
to be.
you want to do?
We want to, but the problem is that there's very little time to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
The way that we spoke about it, like it's very hard to find time to
You
do
have
it.
to though.
I know you have to, and
You
that's why we
have
started
to.
doing the yoga stuff because that's like
Were you
an
doing it
easy-
together?
We haven't, we've done it together once out of all the classes we've gone to. It's hard to do it together because you need to have someone to step in, but we did it in the middle of the day on a Friday once, and it was nice to do it together.
Because I think a lot changes, and we'll probably talk about this in another episode too. A lot changes when the kids are starting school and they're gone for the day. It was probably like a huge like relief for you.
That's why I was able to have sex today. The kids are still at school.
Oh God, I really hope they don't watch
it's so nice once they start school and they start activities and you're able
don't
to
go too much into it because we're gonna.
No, I'm just saying to drop them off in places.
Summer camp
is great. Yeah, we'll have a whole summer camp episode. I'm excited for that. We're gonna lock that down soon. But yeah, man, as we wait for our unhealthy food that's about to arrive soon.
So true. Just be healthy, be fit.
Just
body break.
Care about yourself. Body break. We need. Our next guest will be Hal Johnson and Joey McLeod.
Don't overpromise. Don't.
Oh my God.
I'm going to try to get them.
They would fit really well into this series.
I don't know if they would fit on this couch. It's meant for one person.
Well, they are.
I built this with my bare hands.
I bit it with my bare teeth.
Like my bare hands. I've got bare hand gloves. Well, on that note.
Yeah, man. So feel good about yourself.
I do.
Chin up.
Sometimes.
Chin
I
up.
have to put my chin up or it's a mess. It's fucking horrible.
Do your best as Asher becomes more aware to just make him like a cool kid who's gonna be comfortable in his own skin. That's what we want.
Yeah, or someone else's skin if you want to wear other people's skin.
It's not close to Halloween yet.
Shit just got weird. Well, if you're watching on the YouTube, you're watching our physical appearance just deteriorate week by week. Don't forget to smash that like button. Give us validation because we need it mentally.
Yeah, that's not just about the things we eat in our body, but we need mental health.
If you like what you see, hit the subscribe and that little bell so you know when we upload. It's every Wednesday.
Ring a ding ding, bitches.
And chime on in. Get the conversation going.
We're still giving something away.
We are giving something away.
But that's on the streamies.
I'm getting there.
Sorry, I'm getting excited.
Backing that
I want to give
up.
something away.
I know you want to give something away because you didn't buy any of it.
I just want to give it all away. And you come down here one day and this place is fucking
gone,
empty.
and then I just light my house on fire.
Yeah.
I think it got burglarized, but they can't because I live in a freaking compound.
You're going too far.
And if you're listening on the audio and you're liking our sweet, sultry voices, don't forget to rate the episodes. Subscribe to them somehow. I think you can follow us. You can follow on the audio.
Yeah.
Once we hit 100 ratings across the board, there's a lot of audio things, and I'll get into that. We're giving away something from behind us.
Pick PYOP.
PYOP. And
pick your own prize.
You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio. Maybe one day we'll end up on a network. Maybe.
Pandora.
I don't think that's a thing anymore. I don't think it's a thing, but
Sirius XM.
Rate us, please, because we need the side hustle.
We need this hustle, man.
We need it.
We want to do this FT, baby, full time.
Full time. No CPGs, no selling real estate.
No
I can't
planning my kid's bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
Or bat mitzvahs.
Or whatever it may be.
I'm feeling good, man. End of the week. Can't wait to go away. We're gonna pump in some episodes because I'm going away soon, as I mentioned, and so we're gonna rock and roll.
We gotta bank them.
Bank that shit. I'm Daniel.
I'm Paul.
And this has been
the Dad Bod Collective Podcast.
The Dad Collective Podcast.
The Bodcast.
Why did we call it that?
We tried to. We tried to call it the Dad Bod Pod.
It's too much. It's too hard to say.
The Dad Bod Pod. The Dad Bod Pod.
Dad Collective Podcast. I'm changing the logo on this episode.
Or I'm not paying for another sign.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.